Hello there. Our choices define us, yet we do not get to choose who we are born to or where we are born. I live in Delhi, a city rarely unknown to people. A city with a ton of history which makes me hate it. Oh no, you live there. How can you hate it? Well, hate is a strong word, and so is the need for myself to find where I belong. When all I see is red and an urge to run away, where do I run to? These walls don't stop me, but I am not free either. These iconic monuments and historical landmarks drag us through waves of time. Every sandstone block, every dome, every piece of marble, every pillar, column and arc carries its own story. Something to remember it by. The Mughals came and went, and so did the colonists, leaving behind an amalgamation of stone, brick and steel which would define the place. But I don't fit in. Just like any other angsty teenager. Oh, right. I'm not a teenager anymore.
Любовь моя всегда выходила мне боком, занозы под ноготь жить мешает, да больно вытащить. Я жду, когда загорится красный на пешеходном, и никогда не шагаю, жалко водителей. Сколько раз клялся себе и стенам не быть тяжестью, якорем не цепляй.
Our choices define us. We can choose to be happy. We can choose to walk forth and just live. I'm at Auroville, the city of dawn, an experimental universal city that is so much more than just about its buildings. Who wouldn't want to wake up with a smile on their face? When I see the red of the soil and get the urge to touch it, why shouldn't I? The freedom to do so is what makes life so exquisite. Auroville is not just about the Matri Mandir. The architecture of this utopian abode is an experimental one. A conglomerate of modern buildings, vernacular huts with thatched roofs, eco-friendly buildings, swimming pools, domes, bricks, muds, arches and walls, all of which make the place. Yet they do not, for it is truly mankind that creates its own humble abode and is in turn caressed by his own creation. But is it really?
That's simple. I think
It is if you learn to help yourself.
well, my hate isn't unjustified. These buildings we so glorify were made by our oppressors. Britishers came and made buildings in our heart the way their heart desired. Most of our streets are still named after them. Most of our textbooks still refer to them as lords. Lutyens Delhi, huh? Not mine. Not where I belong. This was not meant for us. It was meant to keep us in check. And now we pat its back. We adore the rendition of our traditions, yet we give them credit. Not where it's due, but where we don't have any to take.
The city itself is an ever-growing vision of Sri Aurobindo by Meera Alfasa, his spiritual collaborator. She believed that man is a transitional being. This universal township would contribute, in her words, to the progress of humanity towards its splendid future by bringing together people of goodwill and aspiration for a better world. A place which people of all countries would call home.
A house is made of bricks and beams.
A home is made of hopes and dreams.
Am I not at home in this house?
Sometimes we just have to look a little more to find our heart.
Is it there?
It's always there. No one really belongs anywhere. If you trace your steps back, you'll reach a point where you can't anymore.
It makes you feel like you don't come from anywhere.
That is when you choose where you want to be.
Is it these streets? These trees?
Or among thick walls somewhere. Or at the end of the road.
Maybe I just have to look better.
Or stop thinking.
एक कहानी है जो सबको सुनानी है, जलने वालों की तो रूह भी जलानी है। एक कहानी है जो सबको सुनानी है, इनकी भूख भी तो मैंने ही मिटानी है। इनको क्या पता मैंने करी कितनी मेहनत, सारी बातों से था मैं पूरा सहमत, सारी जिंदगी इन्होंने मुझको रुलाया।
Well, there's a place overshadowed by the grand monuments, Yamuna Par, the real Delhi. The place where most of those who shape the city wake up every morning, living in big, undocumented buildings. Not the illegal kind, just the not-so-special kind. But for me, these are truly special. Apartments, schools, markets and parks, a place which glorifies its people, not the other way around. This is what real Delhi looks like to me.
People indeed make the place.
And the place in turn nurtures them.
इनकी भूख भी तो मैंने ही मिटानी है। इनको क्या पता मैंने करी कितनी मेहनत, सारी बातों से था मैं पूरा सहमत, सारी जिंदगी इन्होंने मुझको रुलाया।
Do we really need to belong?
Anywhere really. What happens when
You make your own routes. It isn't that hard. A sense of belonging comes only when
I know myself? I guess what I really want is
some voice that says you're all right wherever you are. walls don't define us, we define them.
But am I in the right place?
You can make it right.
Is it
That easy.
This sounds like a cult. Or maybe I looked at it all wrong.
You can't make a place alone after all, but you can start making your own origin story.